Welcome to Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu for car reviews and car products. Let's dive in, not waste your guys' time. Just don't forget to like and subscribe as we truly need and appreciate your guys' support, guys, as well as hype up this video. If you have something for us to film, here's our email below. Email us, we'll talk details later. And save yourself some money with the coupon code in the description below. I can't emphasize that enough, all right? Now, what are we doing today with regards to a car product? We're doing a Tesla Model 3 and a Model Y 2024 and newer OLED display. Model 3 for the Highland and Model Y Juniper. This is the main unit here. This is what it's going to look like. Now, some people are not going to like it. Some people are. Okay, I personally like the quality, and you're going to see this when it's going to be installed. Did a quick unboxing for you guys. The harness, we're going to have the line to lead the wire through your steering column. A wireless device, a plastic panel remover, as well as a wireless coil, OBD2, have the zip ties and the little space plastic. Well, it provides you the exact place on where you should install that main unit. Now, we're also going to do a Smart Gear Shift stock kit on a different Tesla. This is going to be also for the Model Y Juniper, so check out our other video with another product from Vicky's, right? Let's go ahead, dive in, and show you guys the installation. A few more things to mention prior to going into the installation, step by step. You're going to have an easy customizable display with ambient lighting option, as well as you're going to also receive new features and over-the-air updates from Vicky's once something new comes out. You also are going to be installing this app on your phone, and a cool thing about that is if you have, one or five different products inside your vehicle from Vicky's, you can actually manage all products from one app. Okay, now let's go ahead and show you guys the installation. A quick shout out to Cali Motive here in Rancho Cordova, California for Tesla and Rivian parts. If you find yourselves in the market and you need a part for your Tesla or your Rivian of any model, guys, give them a call. They got a great team to help you with what you guys need. Before showing you the installation, I'd like to talk more about this product just a tad bit. This is OLED again. Why? Because it's a big difference between LCD, whole lot better quality, as well as they did a great job in this exact aftermarket product because it makes it look like an OEM OLED Tesla tech inside the vehicle. It gives it a clean, minimalist look, as well as it has a wireless approach, so you do not have visible wires, giving it more of a simpler solution look. This is great for people who'd like to see the screen right in front of them. Now, the first thing you're going to do before you start your installation is power off the car. Go to the bottom left car icon, tap it, navigate to safety, tap it, scroll all the way down, and power off, and power off. Now we can start installation. Now on the passenger side of the vehicle, we're going to do the easier part of the installation. We're going to come over to the door sill rubber, and we're going to remove the rubber from the A-pillar area. All right. And dropping down to the door sill. Very nice and easy. Why do we do that? Because we're going to have to remove two panels, this one and this one. We're going to use our plastic panel remover. Very nice and easy. You're going to wedge it in between. It should pop out. Just like that. That's one. You're going to have the clips. Then you're going to have a little pin here that we already removed. You could also remove it with this plastic panel remover, and you're just going to have to pry that little pin that's already removed. Now we're going to pop this up and slide this out. Just like that. Now we open up to the area of which we're going to go ahead and install this harness along with the wireless box. We're going to go ahead and unplug this here. And what we have here is a plug and play. Now, this is going to go ahead and be left open. This is normal, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and tuck it away so it's nice and organized. Now you can go ahead and reinstall your panels. Next step is to extend your steering wheel all the way out and drop it, the steering column. You're going to go to the car icon, controls, over to steering, and now all the way down, and all the way out. Now we're going to go ahead and remove this top panel with the panel remover. So everyone, the best way I could explain without breaking any of your tabs is this bottom plastic paneling, you want to pull out, okay? So pull out like that, and this one pops up. And you're going to hear a few clicks. Again, you don't want to break these little tabs here. Now let's move over to the next step. All right, so now we're going to have to run the wireless coil cable through the steering column. So what we're going to have to do is we actually taped the wireless coil cable over to the plastic drive line, or I call it a drive line because it's going to help us drive the wire through the steering column. And then if we drop under the dashboard, we're going to remove that plastic paneling. You're just going to pull it down. All right, there's two magnets here and here, and they clip here and here. You're just going to have to pop down and pull out. So why I did that is because it actually helps us manage the wire and finding it. So we're going to actually put it in between the gas, or I'm sorry, not the gas pedal because it's electric, right? The electric pedal and the brake. Let's go ahead and do that. Now it's probably the hardest part of the installation is actually running that wire through. You're going to have to fidget with it a little bit. But again, I got it. And now you guys can see that it's right near that brake pedal, okay? Right behind it. There you go. It's right there, okay? Now let's go ahead and continue to our next step. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and use the alcohol rub, clean the center of this cap. All right, this is the way it sat, with this being the face. All right, this is the face of it. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and attach this here. That arrow is going to be their dead center. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tuck this away. You can use zip ties to actually attach, but I'm not going to need the zip ties, all right? But if you do happen to hear later some rattling going on, you can actually pull that panel off again and use the zip ties. I'm not going to do that. And nice and clean. Now we're going to go ahead and reinstall that bottom panel, plug in the OBD, and turn it on as we install the main unit. Now use that same alcohol rubbing pad to clean the top plastic. Very nice and clean. Let it dry. Remove the cover from the double-sided tape. And this is where this piece comes in handy. You're actually going to set this piece exactly on that cover there, and it's going to let you know literally by shape where exactly to put it. Now, remember, I started with the edge first so I don't stick it and then have a hard time pulling it off if you didn't get it in the right place. Start with the edge, okay, and just set it down very nice and easy like that. And it's officially turned on. And as you guys can see, it's letting us know the time, the temperature, the date, and you can customize the ambient lighting around with different colors and also customize that screen. We're actually going to take it for a drive to show you guys that right now. All right, everyone. So now we're driving, and I want to show you guys a little bit. It does have the speed same speed as your top left corner, as well as your range. I have 208 miles, and I also have traffic sign recognition along with on your screen. So whatever is displaying on the screen there on the right, it's displaying here as well. You got to go into settings to get that clock actually synchronized. So keep that in mind as well. You also know that it's in drive. So if I go ahead and pull over right now and put this into park, it actually puts into park and letting me also know the outside temperature. So let's go ahead and go forward again. Very cool. Well, this is your unit. I do find this convenient. I know some people might say, oh, they don't need a steering column unit, but again, I don't. If I use my brain memory to actually just look here in the front, it is actually very convenient. You're not looking over to the right, because I do find the Tesla screen a little bit deterring from the road. So it's right here, very nice and simple. All right, guys. Now remember, you could also manage this through the app. If you have multiple units or multiple Vikis units or products in your guys' vehicle, all of them can be controlled from the app. Remember, you get over-the-air updates, as well as Viki's latest updates too. And again, I did talk about the ambient lighting and whatnot. Guys, great unit to have. It's, I believe, right now at the moment of this video, it's about $130 with 30% off. Use our coupon code in the description below and save your guys self some money. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. All right. And remember, if you got something for us to film, email us. We'll talk details later. Thanks and God bless.